Hello everyone, Grandmaster Varakobian here with 1000 GM. I'm here with my student Jonathan Maktig, and we're looking at the round 5 game of the Hollywood Chess GM Norm Classic event. In this matchup we have GM Sorokin, the top seed of the event, against FM Shlyakhtenko. Let's take a look at this. D4, D5, C4, another Slav defense. My goodness,
Wow.
it looks like a Slav defense event here.
Yeah, it's
a lot
a
of
Slav
Slav
feature.
guys here. Now we have the classical setup, and d takes c4 we already had in one game, but here
Semi-Slav, I bet.
Semi-Slav is played.
Yeah.
No Slav, Semi-Slav played. E3. We get into one of the more topical lines here. This is a very popular line, and A4 played. The point of the A4 is if you take, he's going to play B5. And if you go back here, bishop B7, and we go on with a lot of theoretical moves here. Queen C7, Queen B8 even. It's a very interesting position. Lots of theory. So the move A4 prevents the move B5. But then black normally switches to this E5 pawn here. I play A5 here because you want to make sure white doesn't play the move A5, because then it's going to be very difficult to do anything. So H3, takes. Now the idea to go bishop G5. Bishop B3, knight B5, bishop G5, putting pressure. Bishop E6. And here, white goes for the simplification here. Knight takes D5, pawn takes D5. You also have the option to take with the bishop, but I think after take Queen B3, it's going to be quite difficult because pressure on B3, pressure on D5. Yeah, it's going to be quite hard. So that's why he takes back with the pawn, just to make sure he has solid protection there. Queen D3. H6. Bishop H4, keeping the pressure on. Bishop E1. Not much, actually, I have to say. Black looks very solid, and not much white has achieved after the opening. Bishop takes F6. Ooh, interesting decision, giving up the bishop here. I guess at some point black wants to play the move knight d4, and he wants to make sure that to avoid that. So take, rook e1, rook a6. Now trying to bring the rook on b6, perhaps. E8, g6, g7. So this is very important, the g6, king g7, because otherwise white was going to play bishop c2, Jonathan, and have some diagonal pressure. But now you can't. Bishop c2 is going to be met by a powerful bishop f5. Because rook g3. Now trying to unleash knight takes g6 tactic. Takes bishop g5 now played. And now goes for the sacrifice, actually. But the question is there anything more than a perpetual here? Check. Yeah, you do not want to go here. This looks scary, because you're gonna lose the bishop here, and here actually it's already a very strong compensation.
Yeah, queen takes and then a fork. Right?
Yeah, I mean it's already knight and 2 pawns for a rook.
Yeah, it's just winning positionally.
Yeah, you're just losing here actually. Yeah. King here, just queen h2.
Oh yeah, the discovery.
Your king is not finding a safe haven here. No. So it's gonna be a check. So he actually goes back, and looks like this sacrifice was only good enough for a draw. So definitely a good result for black. I mean, neutralizing the top seed with the black pieces. So it's a very good result for Robert. The question is whether or not white could have done anything else here. Okay, h4 is basically agreeing to a draw here. But, he might not have done much, because, 2 bishops are 2 bishops, Jonathan.
Yeah.
We've seen over and over that, player with the 2 bishop usually wins more. And if things settle down, the queens come off the board, you have this long-term advantage with 2 bishops that you can try to depress. So I think that's why it was a little bit of urgency here to do this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Once again, this g6, king g7 was very good setup, because otherwise you always have some problems like this. Now knight g6 there, but now it's just bishop f5 is strong.
Yeah, he swaps out the bishops and then lets the fire out. Oh, he can. Yeah.
Actually changes things, and now bishop f4.
Yeah. And now it's all just coming off.
I like this move rook a6 because it does what we call a lateral defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well played by very well played game by Robert, and in neutralizing GM Sorokin and getting a easy draw out of it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Another Slav defense we had. It looks like a lot of Slav and there's a lot of Slav players in this tournament. Okay, we'll be back with more videos for you from this round. See you soon.